Well, for my first choice, I'd like to talk about Katharine Hepburn.
Mm.
Um, just a brilliant, driven woman who stayed so true throughout her whole life. And, um, you know, yes, she was also a Hollywood star, but she was a powerhouse, and she was ahead of her time. And um, she had to build a career. She was off-putting in some ways, and so she had a lot of trouble out of the gate because she was so strong and she was so powerful and so willed, and that she couldn't hide that about herself, and people weren't ready for it. um, so her When she first did my favorite movie, Philadelphia Story, she really had to fight to get it made. She had to purchase the script and um, and really be the force behind the movie. And at the time it came out, she was considered box office poison. She
Really?
Yes, and that movie turned it around. And um, brilliant, wonderful film. But her story, the story from of the movie, is about the powerful woman who gets knocked down a few pegs from this position of goddess and elitist and to mortal.
Mm.
And it's a beautiful story. Uh, but it's also amazing when you think about Katharine Hepburn and how she played that role, a very similar story, different story, but that main core of strong woman who gets knocked down a few pegs to be accepted over and over and over again throughout her life.
Mm.
That was the niche that she had to fill to be successful. And it shows such a next level strength to me to see that, to recognize that, and have enough strength of character to go, yes, I will play the character that's true to myself, that gets knocked down. And I'll be okay with that because they're not really knocking me down.
Mm.
And I mean, how do you have that much core strength to do that? Just most impressive. There's so many stories about who she is and what she did, and of course, Academy Award winner, and um, you great romance with Spencer Tracy, and the challenges that she faced with that. You know, um, Repeated horrors in her life. She found her younger brother, or I'm sorry, her older brother, after he had committed suicide by hanging when she was very young. She never fully recovered. I mean, just those repeated challenges and and pain that we all have, and she just owned it like few people could own it, and she put it all out there for us all to see on film. Really just
Wow.
strong. I wish I could tap into it and give it to all of us. I think, once you hit that plateau of um, where, you know, you're laughing at them, laughing at you, or, and you know, you own it. And, even if you have to go that extra tier, just just keep fighting for that tier and just get there somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I truly think she did it consciously in a
Mm.
time when it was just so far unheard of. Um, but yeah, I mean, I certainly love the tomboy with Grace. I mean,
Mhm.
just amazing and brilliant and driven and willful. Willful definitely comes to mind. But always with class and sophistication. She always took the upper hand and won with her brain and her, spirit. She never had to take the low road.
Yeah.
For a long life in a public life, and one which numerous, biographies, etc., have been written. I have the Time Life special from 10 years after she passed. I've all kept it. Just amazing.